lot of folk can have memorized what you ought to wear in church. A lot of folk have memorized how you ought to act while you're in church. But some of them are the biggest hell around. Memorize all the commandments. Tell all the children to stop walking. You can tell all the women to lower their dresses. All the boys to pull their britches up. But if you got 2, 3 families stroll around the city and get ready to start another one, you ain't no better than them. I'm finna leave now, y'all. I just done messed up now. I done messed all the way up. What is technology? Something I can leave there. You know, we get caught up in a lot of technicalities and a lot of morality. Morality and Christianity are not necessarily congruent. We get caught up in all of this morality stuff. Atheists can be moral. God is looking for somebody who loves Him. God is looking for somebody who wants to obey Him, not because it's the right thing to do, but because they love Him. I don't want my children to just obey me because Daddy said it. Yeah, I want that, but I want them to respect Daddy. I want them to love Daddy. I want them to want Daddy to be proud of them. Can I get like this? I'm not going to think these bullshit because I lost my place. We like to make these long, high-sounding testimonies and live a way that's different from our testimony. Sacrifices and burnt offerings, God is not pleased with. God wants your heart. God wants your life. If you take a close look at the 10 Commandments and embrace the spirit of the commandments, you will see that love runs all through it. Let's examine just a couple of them. First one says, have no other gods before me. The priority of love demands that the object of our love comes first in our life. I ain't supposed to have. The second one, not already met. I ain't supposed to have no church love before Southern Mission. I ain't supposed to have. 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 Love for no other woman.
Oh, Jesus.
a lot of stuff. And then we excuse ourselves. And then we stand in judgment. Baby, I was a rebel when I was a teenager. So I'm too old to straighten up now. You shall not murder. To murder is to plan to kill for evil reasons. Those whom you love, you don't do evil toward them. And murder is not just physical murder. You can murder people's character. You can murder people's reputation. Can I get a witness? Another commandment says, you shall not give false witness against your neighbor. When you love somebody, you don't lie on them. When you love somebody, you don't twist and distort the truth about them for your own self-interest. Another one says, you shall not, I'm talking about the commandments. I'm talking about the 10 commandments. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. You shall not covet your neighbor's manservant or maidservant, his ox or his donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. When you truly love someone, you don't envy what they have. You don't begrudge them for having what they have. You rejoice with them because they have it, even if you don't have some. And if you get smart enough, you get close enough to them so you can help them enjoy their stuff. Maybe I can't get a Cadillac, but when Kiara gets hurt, I'm going to stay close enough with her so I can get a ride. I'm through now, y'all. I'm through now. But before I take my seat, there's just a couple other things I need to say. Romans chapter 13, verses 8 and 10 says, let no debt remain outstanding except the continuing debt to love one another. For he who loves his fellow man has fulfilled the law. The word's about trying to keep all 10 of them. You just love everybody. If you love everybody, you won't be stealing this stuff. If you love your sister, you won't be trying to go with her husband. If you love your neighbor, I need some armor bearers to help me get out of here today. Then verse 10 says, love does no harm to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law. If you want to be right with God, then love God. If you want to please God, then agape your neighbor. If you want to be in line with God's will for your life, then try to seek the highest good of somebody who is unlovely and unlovable. Somebody who goes out of their way to make life miserable for you. Somebody who you would like to hurt, but you know you need to help. That's what Jesus did. Even though we were unlovable. Even though we were unlovable. Jesus came into the world. Expressly to secure our salvation. He came into the world to deliver us from sin. Even though we went out of our way to displease and to disrespect God, Jesus went to Calvary for us.